The restaurant's outdoor patio glowed with warm evening light as Sebastian Monroe adjusted his daughter's dress one more time. At 36, as CEO of Monroe Financial Group, he was accustomed to controlling business situations. But blind dates still made him anxious, especially when he'd had to bring his 3-year-old daughter, Mia, because his sitter had cancelled. "Remember, sweetheart," Sebastian said to Mia, "the lady coming to dinner is Daddy's friend. Be polite, okay?" "Okay, Daddy," Mia said, clutching her teddy bear. "Is she nice? I hope so. We'll find out together." His friend from business school had set up this date, describing the woman as smart, successful, perfect for you. But Sebastian had learned to be skeptical of such descriptions. A woman approached the table, and Sebastian stood. She was beautiful, in an elegant way, blonde hair flowing down her back, wearing a navy blue blouse and white skirts, but her expression was completely closed off, almost hostile. "Sebastian?" she asked coolly. "Yes, you must be Olivia." "I am." She sat down without pleasantries, her posture rigid. "Let's get something clear from the start. I was forced to come to this date. My sister wouldn't stop nagging me about being single, so I agreed to one blind date, just to get her to leave me alone. I'm here to fulfill that obligation. Nothing more." Sebastian blinked, taken aback by her bluntness. "Well, that's certainly honest. I don't believe in wasting time with fake pleasantries." Olivia's eyes moved to Mia, and her expression softened slightly before hardening again. "You brought your child. My sitter cancelled. I offered to reschedule, but your sister said you'd be fine with it." "Of course she did." Olivia's tone was bitter. "My sister thinks I need to learn to be around children. Part of her master plan to fix my life." Mia, sensing the tension, hugged her teddy bear tighter and looked at Sebastian with worried eyes. Sebastian felt protective irritation rise. "Look, if you don't want to be here, we can end this now. I don't need someone at my table who's treating this like a punishment." Olivia met his eyes, surprise flickering across her face. "You're right. That was rude. I apologize." She took a breath. "Let me start over. I'm Olivia Chun. I work in corporate law. I'm here because my sister insisted, but I'll try to be civil about it. That's an improvement. I'm Sebastian Monroe. I run an investment firm. This is my daughter Mia, and I'm here because I'm trying to figure out if it's possible to date while being a single father, which, so far, seems impossible." The server arrived, and they ordered. Mia asked for chicken fingers and juice, her small voice barely audible. Olivia watched the little girl with an expression Sebastian couldn't quite read. "How old is she?" Olivia asked. 3. Just turned 3 last month. Where's her mother? Not in the picture. She left when Mia was 6 months old, said motherhood wasn't what she'd signed up for. Something shifted in Olivia's expression. "I'm sorry. That must have been difficult. It is. But Mia's the best thing in my life, even if she makes dating complicated." "Why are you dating then? If it's so hard." The question was direct, almost challenging. Sebastian appreciated the honesty. "Because I don't want to be alone forever. Because I want Mia to see healthy relationships. Because I still believe partnership is possible, even if I haven't figured out how to find it yet." Olivia was quiet for a moment. "My sister thinks I should want those things. Marriage, children, the whole package. She doesn't understand that not everyone does." "Do you not want them? Or did you just not want this date?" "Both. Neither. I don't know." Olivia's polished exterior cracked slightly. "I'm 32. I've spent my entire adult life building my career. I'm good at my job. I understand contracts and negotiations. I don't understand children or domestic life, or why I'm supposed to want them." Mia had been playing quietly with her teddy bear, but she suddenly spoke up. "Are you sad? You sound sad like Daddy sometimes sounds." Olivia looked at the little girl with surprise. "What do you mean?" "Daddy gets sad sometimes when he thinks I'm sleeping. He sounds like you do. Like something hurts, but you don't want to say it. Out of the mouths of children." Sebastian felt his throat tighten. Olivia's carefully maintained composure wavered. "You're very perceptive for 3 years old," Olivia said, quietly. "I'm 3.5, Mia corrected seriously. "That's older." Despite everything, Olivia smiled. It transformed her face, making her look younger, more vulnerable. Their food arrived, and the conversation slowly shifted. Olivia asked about Sebastian's business, and he asked about her legal work. They discovered they had similar views on work-life balance, both struggling with the same questions about success and fulfillment. "I thought achieving partner at my firm would make me happy," Olivia admitted over dessert. "I worked 80-hour weeks for years, and when I finally made it, I realized I was exhausted and alone, and I didn't know what I was working toward anymore." "I had the opposite problem," Sebastian said. "I achieved everything I wanted professionally, built my company, made my fortune. Then Mia's mother left, and I realized none of it mattered compared to this little person who needed me. But I still don't know how to balance both worlds." Mia had fallen asleep in her chair, her head resting on her teddy bear. Olivia looked at her with an expression that was almost wistful. "She's very sweet. You're lucky to have her." "I know, even when it's hard." As the evening ended, Olivia's armor had softened considerably. At the car, she paused before leaving. "I'm sorry I was so cold at the beginning. I was angry at my sister for pushing me into this. I took it out on you. I understand. Family pressure is complicated. Can I ask you something honestly?" "Of course." "Would you want to see me again? Even though I was clear I don't want children? Even though I'm not sure I'm capable of being what you need?" Sebastian looked at her, seeing past the defensive exterior to the lowliness underneath. "I'd like to see you again. Not because I expect you to be anything other than who you are, but because underneath all that armor, I think you're interesting. And maybe we can both stop pretending we have everything figured out." They did see each other again. Slowly, carefully, Olivia was honest about her reservations regarding children and domestic life. Sebastian was honest about his need for someone who could accept Mia as part of the package. 3 months into dating, Olivia showed up at Sebastian's house unannounced on a Saturday morning. She found him in the kitchen, covered in pancake batter, Mia helping by making a mess with chocolate chips. "I don't know how to do this," Olivia said without preamble. "I don't know how to be around children. I don't have maternal instincts. I'll probably mess everything up." "Why are you here then?" Sebastian asked gently. "Because despite everything I thought I knew about myself, I miss you when I'm not with you. Both of you. Because Mia asked me last week if I was going to be her new mummy, and I panicked and left. But I haven't stopped thinking about it. Because maybe I don't have to know how to do this perfectly to try." Mia looked up from her chocolate chips. "You're staying for pancakes?" "I don't know how to make pancakes." "That's okay. Daddy can teach you. He teaches me lots of stuff." 6 months later, Olivia still didn't have maternal instincts, but she showed up. She read bedtime stories with awkward cadence. She learned to braid Mia's hair through YouTube videos. She brought legal documents to the park while Mia played, finding ways to blend her life with theirs. 1 year after that cold first date, Sebastian proposed. not at a restaurant, but at home, with Mia present, because this was a family decision. I still don't know if I'm doing this right, Olivia said through tears. I still mess up constantly. None of us are doing it perfectly, Sebastian replied. But we're doing it together. That's what matters. At their wedding, Olivia gave a toast that made everyone cry. I came to our first date, angry and closed off. I said I was forced to be there, and I was. But what I found was a man who saw past my defenses, and a little girl who taught me that love doesn't require perfection. I still don't have maternal instincts, but I have commitment. I have honesty, and I have a family I never knew I needed until I let myself want it. The woman who'd been forced to come had learned that the most important things often arrive when we stop resisting and start being honest. And the single dad CEO had discovered that the right partner doesn't need to be perfect, just willing to try. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe. Comment about choosing honesty over pretense.